Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you. So, let's see here. I have got myself a JohnnyTronic here. Looking marvelous as always. Just taking a quick look up and down it so I can see if it's looking smoothie. And it is. Yeah, I like that. I'm eventually going to be getting into that sword. I want that sucker to start to glow. Proper. So I'm going to get a lot of shenanigans off of this real quick here, because I want to see just my JohnnyTronic layer. Okay, plus I wanted to get a little more in on that. I am probably going to be breaking this layer down a little bit more, the glow layer, the one that's actually, I call it glow, just that fuzz in the back. Or I might change it. Just take it. Let me see if it gets rid of both those colors. It does. That stinks. I should have done mono. I should have done the white as a different, because that way I could have put it into my temp change and kind of moved the color around a little bit to see if it needs to be a different color. It looks good, I think. I mean, it doesn't really reflect the lightning going around it. Like, the glow wouldn't be just a fuzzy weirdness like this. Plus, I need to add a little more. So what I'm going to eventually do is just kind of move it out. I'm going to leave it as this shape, but I'm going to move it around it. I hear everybody jabbering right now about Nancy Pelosi and the cutting up of, or the tearing up of the thing. I don't even know what that means. Is that a big deal? I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to say about all this. Is I've done dumb things. Little lightly on the temper tantrumy side of life. And the thing that stinks is no one allows people to have those moments. I'm not saying she's right. She could be a horrible person for life. I don't know. That's why I'm just going on the fact that everyone's saying what they tell me that I have to know. Well, this person's of this, and I'm going, ugh. Okay, I mean, I don't think it is what everybody says. That's just, yeah, short and skinny for me. Let me see if there's a click the okay, I was just gonna see if there was a fast button for it. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Yes, it is. I'm California. So if there's anybody else eventually going to be watching these more later, I am a Cali boy. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my other JohnnyTronic layer, which is just a hard line layer. So I'm going to bring down the opacity on it. Son of a gun, gonna have big fun on the bayou. And then the other thing you do is you come back down. So here's my little trick to anybody. So it's really hard to tell because that black, I have a black line, and that outer edge is a black line. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring down the opacity of the black with the white behind it. Now I created a nice good gray background that I can manipulate those two. Leave white always, but black you can manipulate down, bring it up and down on your opacity. And it doesn't take much. Like, I'm only at 90.4, so I just dropped it 10%, and I'm already at this gray tone level for me to be able to see that I'm missing a coarse color there, which I couldn't see when it was black, because when it's black, the black of the ink is not going to show through. So I miss out on the shape. So I've been kind of just, I'm getting myself from place to place on this. And the little, go back up, check your layer. And as you can see, I am missing a bunch over here that I wasn't able to see really. I want to work on the gun. You know, that's what I'm going to do right now. That's what I want to do. I want to work on the gun. Let's torque this turkey up. Now, I am not one for violence. I don't own guns. I really am not a violent person. But I do know we all live out things that we don't want to do in other fashions that we know we need to understand. Whatever reason, I think men have it in the back of their deep conscious that we need to at least understand what violence can be, so that way, in case it ever does, you know, pop up all the way, I can handle it for me, my family, whatever our weird justifications are. And they can get weird. But with that, men always feel we need to understand the violence. I mean, there's like every person, I think every guy, because I mean, I've watched my son, kids of all ages, and they live out the, you know, if you give them a stick and they think no one's looking, they're going to do a Jedi move. Flipping every time. I don't care what age, I don't even care what country. You give a kid a stick, they're going to turn into a Jedi. It's just what happens. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People can say, I don't like that, that's violence. Same reason why. Now, I apologize if this is not a proper and correct statistic, but it's the one that I've heard, and the one that I've heard is more women tend to watch like CSI, those style of shows. And the reason why is they just want to know where problems can be, so that in their mind they can do a little scenario to see how would I handle it. If you don't know that there's a bad thing out there, you may not be prepared for it. So CSI is what is kind of like a teacher, it's kind of like a trainer. That's why a lot of men like to watch porn. If we're not good at sexual stuff, we tend to think of ourselves as less of a man, so we will, and then we get, of course, hooked on these things. Whole nother story. CSI. That is called murder porn. It is 100% called murder porn, and it only works one way. It kind of goes that way for dudes, kind of, but not really as much, as men want to live out the detective side of CSI. Like, we want to be the detective. Women tend to say they go for more of the what would it be if I was that victim? How would I not be a victim in that victim's situation? So it's a kind of an empowering thing to say. I would make sure that I would have pepper spray in my purse. I'm gonna learn Taekwondo, so that way I need a dude in the nuts. And you know, but for dudes, it's more like I would want to be the detective. I would want to be the one solving the case. I would want to be the one in there. I think that I should enhance DNA. Yes. So it's kind of like the things that we all get addicted to. So the men, we want to be good at you know, our libido. Our libido. So we will watch. You know, men tend to go more toward, you know, porn, because libido seems to be an actual issue. Okay, what anyone says, it is an actual issue. So men tend to want to figure that out in our nature, to be all mechanical and ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm also looking at it and saying that it works both ways, always. everyone is on a unique little tangent when it comes to, and then you do want to bring it back to politics and say, then you wrap that into politics. Then think about it like that under politics. Dudes tend to want to be the detective in there with a libido. Women either are trying to understand or relate to the person that the story's about. Not always a victim's story either, but the story that the story's about. So that's just me. That's my personal take on it, and there is some statistics that I'm running with to have that kind of an insight to say that I think I like that color. It's a good looking tan. I think that is a tan. So like I said, that's why you'll always give the boy a stick, he'll turn into a Jedi. Like I said, I almost ding every time too. I'm not paying attention. I look over my son. He's got the intensity. He's staring at him, trying to figure out how to wiggle his wrists. Not like he's trying to go so far there. Not even like he was like he's trying to figure out how to articulate himself better to move with it, so that way he won't, let's say, hurt himself with it. Let me see here. What am I gonna do with this? I want this to have some color in it. So what's going to be coming out of this thing? So maybe if it starts off red, back like red lighting back here, yellow lighting right here, leading into, let's say, like a green lighting here, to like a blue pulse coming out the top. Pow, my son's favorite color is blue. Is that too many colors? Read it. I mean, it looks like a charged up thing, but it should be one color. What color am I gonna do? Purple? Purple, more bluey purple, like a neon, because then the middle could be blue. That's what I'm gonna do. So purple lighting with a big purple glowing shot going up with a blue core with white inner and then like an outer, like it's gonna have a little bit of black, gray, dark gray on the inside to kind of create the skidoo, a little bit of a. Because there's usually like going to be a little, even when something's being shot, brightness on contrasting, let's say, matter, which is everywhere. So as it's shooting up, it can be sizzling the atmosphere around it in such a way where it creates like a shadow within itself. Like there's creating mass and there's matter in there. It kind of will create a pulse, a shadow within itself. So light gets so bright. Or if you ask me, plasma, it's like a laser's plasma. A pulse plasma. What is it? A plasma pulse. So a plasma pulse would be, to me, lightning wrapped around a photon. So plasma wrapped around a photon. So you get the speed of the photon with the electrical charge of the plasma. Yes, I've thought about this. Because I'm always trying to think, what's the light? Why does it do that shadow? And that's the plasma electrifying the atmosphere around it, creating an actual mass to see a shadow, a faint shadow that it is. But you get a darkening around it. I'm always looking at that thing, and what am I seeing right there? It looks like the light in the center is getting so bright that it creates a shadow around itself. So I'm going to go purple. And I'm going to do the same thing that I'm going to be doing for the top. So it's going to be purple, and then just create a little situation. I'm going to spend a little time on it. That's going to be kind of cool. So I like to follow my edges first, and then dip into the center when I need to. I could bring it back a little bit, maybe into the blue spectrum, but there we go. Go dark first, and then lighten into the center. Probably more toward the weapon. It's going to be where the lightest part is. Is it going to be fluid? Because if it's going to be fluid, it's going to be a different dynamic in there. I'm just going to go. Just gonna go. Color in the lines. Saying, I think, yesterday. Kids, there is a reason to learn how to color in the line if you want to be a graphic artist. Let me see something. Boom, again. That does not look like that. And why? My opacity's up. My opacity is weak. On my color layer. There it is. Why don't I have my opacity down on this? I wanted my opacity down on this layer. When I was doing the gun, oh yeah, when I was doing that. That's what I was doing. Somehow I did it backwardsy. Doisky. Yeah, I need to get over here too. On the butt of the gun going up. Right over here. Okay, let me go to this then. I can do that. 2 segment. That is the gray, isn't it? Yep. Let's go over here. Oh my goodness. Forward. 1 to there. So what I did was brought it up to here. My JohnnyTronic Layer, which is my layer I dropped the opacity on so I can see through it. And then I started to color on it. I'm not back to my layer I wanted to go to. Just going to fill in some spots that I think I might have as problems later. I'm going to be moving the layer over the outline layer a little bit, and if I can get it to the edge more. This is the end. No. Okay, that looks good. And then right up here. So I do have, if you can see right through these slats, there is that's where the actual outline is, and I'm probably going to be shading and moving that around. And if I didn't have this all filled in proper, then when I'm moving around the shading layer, or when I'm using my smoothing tool, you would start to see it pop through. Do this before I start. I'm just thinking about it. I have a bunch of little checklists that you have to do, and then you get a little. It's funny because then you get doing some projects where you get slack on your checklist for whatever reason, because it's just you don't need to do it for this project. And then, bada boom. Got lazy, so I'm gonna start redoing the checklist. I mean, I swear I was doing, I was doing a bunch of 3D projects. So I got myself big into Blender and I've been having fun doing 3D stuff. And you just do everything different. It's a node-based system, so you hop off the layering system. Your brain has to switch to node-based. Node-based is a whole nother animal. It's going from algebra to calculus, trigonometry style stuff. It's just your brain has to just shift, break apart, and then turn into like a... It goes from everything's flat to everything's in a 3D space. So your brain has to be able to connect these items like materials. So if your clothes are going to be a material, you have to connect that material to the clothes layer, which you do still have layers in it. So there's just, it's fun actually. I am not even gonna lie. You get yourself in life going and you wish you could, oh, that'd be fun if I could have done that a lot more. And I do. I have so much fun doing the, like I've made a couple characters. And then when you make a character, I like to make my characters very symmetrical. So that's the way I've noticed most people are making their characters. So I'm paying very close attention to how others are doing it. So you make your character with a just almost half, and then you duplicate that other half. And then what you do is you go through and you rig your character by putting bones inside of it. They call it boning the character out. So you bone out your character. So you put these little armature thingies that look like almost like, if you've ever seen like those little woodblock characters or what you use for drawing, kind of turns your character into a more linear version of that. Then what it does is you put these little points on it that will essentially allow you to do very specific functions like roll, joint, or then you can go as far as you want to putting physics and architecture on how far these things can turn. I mean, you could go ridiculous. It's so cool. I love that actually. So you can create whatever world you want. I mean, your character can do weird stuff, and if you go on Instagram, you can see, or any of these sites where, even on Facebook, I see it, where you get those like creepy videos where people go way above and beyond on the creepy scale. And you can do that with these 3D things because, I mean, you could roll a joint, do anything in a way that makes you go, oh, ah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And I'm going to do that color on this, I think. I want to have this be a light. If it doesn't become a light, it's just actually easier for me to I'll just take my magic tool, my magic wand tool, and since I'm changing this color specifically on this layer, all you gotta do is take your magic wand tool, hit it, boom, and it suddenly just looks at just that color. It's saying, oh, you want just this color, pink, and it'll lock out that color, and you can break that apart through layers. So I mean, there's ways to do things fast. I just go fast. I try to go fast. It's like I do a lot of graphic design for like just cutting things out, just cut and paste. Buy some stock photos, cut, paste. But lately I've been getting into my website and getting these stickers and stuff going and just doing little extras for my store. And with it, I've been realizing how much fun it is to just go free. Comics are fun, but very regimented and fast, so you gotta be able to crank out a lot fast. Which I don't think it's bad. I think it's fun actually. Let's see. Would you I didn't mean to do that. Let me do this again. I'm going to keep this layer down where it was. Where was it? That looks good. Then I'm just going to go, I want to see it. Blink off that. Go back to that. That was cool. So now what color am I going to make the gun? Center section dark gray, charcoal gray. The little stacks off the back, charcoal gray. I'm going to put some gold flourishes in. A handle gold flourish around the little glowing tube things off the side are going to be gold flourished. Maybe the little pipe thing, the little beginning portion of the pipe might be gold flourished. Let's flourish. 27 minutes. I'm already half hour in, guys. I'm done. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. You'll see my gold flourish. Oh, hold on. The man wants to say something. Go ahead, man.
Like, subscribe. We got merch. Valentine's merch, like stickers, and soon I'm gonna have my channel out. Yeah, so thank you for all of you just waiting and yeah, doing all that weird stuff. I see you pointing at me. So, yeah, tell them about the merch.
Merch is out there right now. I should have had it popped up so you guys can see some of the stuff that I was working on. As a matter of fact, I might have the kitty. Let me do something real quick here. Show everybody. I have there's this one and this one. They're cute. Dang, they're cute. They're so cute. Hold on, they'll pop up. Give it a second. Give it a second. I know. I'm trying to keep it under a half hour. Look at those. Those little turkeys are little squeezers. Oh, cute. So those are my little, those are in stores right now. Hold on, let me do this. Let me get rid of my face for a second, everybody. Sorry. Camera view. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. So there's my two. So fluffy, so cute kitty. I have stickers. It's on shirts, hats, bags. Then I got Cuddle Me Cute Doggy. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Oh, so cute. So, yeah. Cuddle Me Cute and So Fluffy, So Cute. I think I have it under Fluffy Cute Kitty. Under my merch store is Fluffy Cute Kitty. And then the other one is just Cuddle Me Cute. And I have it. I'll probably have it out as like I'll say doggo line or something, little doggo. Yeah, I have something else I'll show real quick on this. I have my last. I'm gonna do for Valentine's. Actually, I have a couple more that are gonna pop up, but this is the last one I'm actually working on, so I'll probably have this done today. 2 parrots, and then this little sucker there says True Love. They're holding a little egg. Heart. So you'll see it's gonna be, you can see that. Hold on here. View the heart. So that's my Valentine line. So I'll be done with that one today. So expect that one to pop up. The birdies, the parrots. So that's like parrot parents. And then I have the kitty, the doggo. I have a bunch of other stuff coming out real soon. I'm popping these things out pretty quick now. I love using my. I've been using my pad. I got my iPad, and I have a pen, and that's where I've been making a lot of the quick sketches. So I black and white it out in this, and I bring it over and I do some other stuff to it. I'm gonna do a couple more things to So Fluffy, So Cute, and I'll probably change them up. So I'll have other stickers popping up with white borders around, different borders and stuff that will look cute. I will change a few of them up to fit other sizings, and I'll put stuff over like Doggo Love or something. Just things are cute. Anyone have any ideas? Please tell me. I love doing these things. These are so much fun. I was just about ready to smooch my own darn picture. What a dummy I am. That sounds so arrogant. I apologize. But I was making the dog, and look how cute that dog is. Look how cute. I was drawing it. I didn't know it was going to be that cute when it was done. I'm not going to lie. The color in it now, all of a sudden, I was like, oh, this is so cute. Kitty's cute too, though. Look at that kitty. Okay, more's coming up. Love you guys. Have a good Have a good Valentine coming up. Please come to the merch store and check stuff out. I will be back again. I'm gonna try to work my 5 o'clock in during the Monday through Friday, and then after that, I'm only gonna do my 7s on the weekends. If I'm out, if I'm available, if I'm ever out with my boy doing stuff on the weekends, which we do a lot of stuff, then I won't be doing these, and I'll make sure I put that somewhere, and I'm kind of figuring out where everything's gonna go. So everyone, please be patient with me. I'm up to like 35 videos, 36 videos in my collection of YouTubery, and I'm doing Twitch as well, so check out my Twitch channel. It is Dan's Art Lands straight up, and I will add that to this as well coming up soon. You guys have a good one. Like I said, love you guys. Enjoy the goodness, and I will leave you with the fluffy kitty. So cute, so fluffy. Cuddly, cute doggo, so doggo, so cute. Slobber, slobber, doggo, doggo, come to the merch store. Dan's all I want, everybody. Have fun. Thanks, everybody. Peace.